Today I'm going to teach you how to make one of the most delicious things you're probably ever going to put in your mouth. We're going to run through the basics on how to make a cheeseburger. That's right, cheeseburger. I'm talking good old-fashioned comfort food at home. Saturday night, I've got the boys round, or the girls. You're going to show off on your barbecue. You want to show off that you've got some skills or that we're learning things along the way. So you're going to make this cheeseburger. Righto, first step to jazzing up your cheeseburger is making a good sauce, good condiment sauce. Don't be lazy. Don't just put Waddy's tomato sauce or barbecue sauce on your burger. That's lazy. You're better than that. You're better than that. So what I've got here are things that you'll probably find in your fridge at home. Tomato sauce, horseradish cream, and mayo. And I've also got some pickle that I'm going to chuck in there as well. So first off, get some pickle at home. Doesn't matter whether it's the little round ones or the big long sandwich sliders like this. And we're just going to dice them up. Do them in a fine, actually. I'll cut them like battens. Battens like this first. Doesn't need to be perfect, it's just going to give a bit of texture to our sauce. Righto, that's about half a cup of mayonnaise in there. Next up, horseradish cream. It's only probably a tablespoon and a half. That's going to give it some spice, some heat. Tomato sauce, just at the end. Again, the same volume, tablespoon and a half. And we're just going to give that a mix. Woo! It's got some tang. Now that tang is going to help us out later on because that's going to cut through the richness and the fattiness from our beef patty we're going to make. Right, now we need to start thinking about the patty. For this part, there's nothing wrong with buying store-bought mince. Nothing wrong with that at all. But remember, your mates are over, we're trying to impress. We want to be the king dick of the barbecue here, not the little wiener, so we're going to make our own patties. I'm going to show you what cuts to use and why. Chuck steak, beef short rib. Now I've chosen these two because I want to make a 70-30 ratio burger. That's 70% meat, 30% fat. That's going to give us I'm making up words now for this. It's going to give us a succulent patty. Melt in your mouth, dribble down your chin, good time at the party, burger patty. Remember, king dick at the barbecue. So once you've got your chuck steak and your beef short rib, we're going to have to mince them up. Now I'm lucky enough to have a mincer at home. This mincer attachment I've got here just attaches to my KitchenAid mixer, my cake mixer. Don't even make cakes, but it's ideal for having the mincer at home. Now gentlemen, you probably have one of these mixers already at home in your cupboard. Your wife may have bought one, you might not know about it. Or vice versa. Wives, your husband may have bought one and you might not know about it. Now if you haven't got one of these at home, that's simple. Just when you're down at the local friendly butcher, ask them, hey mate, I'm making some patties at home, trying to impress the boys or the girls. Can you mince me up a couple of beef short ribs, a couple of chuck steaks, and make me a nice 70-30 fatty patty? Righto, grab your blade, and it's time to chop up this to make it small enough to go through this. That's our chuck done. Take the short rib, we just want to take it off the bone. The bone you could use at home, you can make a stock, keep it for a stock. I've got a dog, the dog likes a bone, throw the dog the bone. Just need to make these small enough to go through, and then we'll just cross cut them into chunks. Watch your fingers. Fire up the mincer. Now we're just going to feed our meat through. There's the first pass done. Now we need to pass it again and it'll be good to go. 2 passes done. Now we need to bang it back in the fridge, let it cool down, and then we'll mold it into our patties. Time to make the patties. First off, we need to have a look at our buns, because that's going to determine the size of our patty. Bun. So now we need to think about the size of our patty in ratio to the bun. Now these patties, when they cook, will have a tendency to shrink up a little bit. So we need to look at the size of our bun and make our patty a little bit larger, because then once it cooks, it's going to shrink. We want same size patty, same size bun. No one likes a small patty and a big bun, if you know what I mean. So let's form up our patties. Now I'm thinking a good tennis ball size normally forms up a bun about 200-220 grams for that size bun. Now trick here, don't over compact your patty. We want it formed, but we don't want it tightly packed. That's going to give us a chewier patty. We want something that when we cook it, it's crispy on the outside and it's going to melt in the middle in our mouth. That patty's looking pretty good. We're going to give it a shrinkage when we cook, but it's still going to be big enough to fit our bun. Right, pan on. It's going to get hot real quick, but we don't want it too hot. In with our oil, salt in, patty down. If you've got to wait, press it out. That way we're making a big contact surface with the pan. We're going to get good caramelization on it, and it's going to make a crust on the outside of our burger to hold it together. So our patty's been going for about 3 minutes. I reckon it's ready for a turn. Buns in half, butter in the pan, simple as that. You've got to have toasted buns because this is going to be your structural integrity. No one's a shitty sloppy burger that's going to fall out. And what stops that? Toasted buns. So we've toasted our buns, meat's on. Next crucial step, cheese. And cheese selection's a big one. Today I've picked all American processed cheese. That's right, plastic processed cheese. Why? Because it's high melt. So it's going to give us a nice glossy cheese over the top of our delicious meat patty. We've taken this time and effort to make such a delicious patty. It's time to put some great burger cheese on top. Cheese on, our patty like this. Small bottle of magic water. What is it? Just water. We're going to steam the cheese. Oh, God damn it. Why do you hate me? Now I've got a burger. Hello, is anybody up there? I've got a special lid with melting cheese on top of burgers. If you don't have one of these at home, just get a lid. Water in the pan. Lid goes on. 10-15 seconds, that cheese is going to be melted beautifully. Look at that. Perfect. Bottom, sauce. Be liberal. This tangy sauce is going to help cut through that fat patty. Right, here we go. Pickles, nice fatties across the top. Lid, I like a little bit more sauce just because I'm greedy. Look at these nice moist burgers. You know you're going to be the king dick at the party now if you cook these bad boys. So if that's something you liked and you want to see more of, make sure you like, subscribe and follow. And I'll see you next week. The Meat Man. This burger's so good, it makes me want to do weird shit.